I always thought the English countryside was the last place you could find peace and quiet in this noisy world. Endless green landscapes, birds singing early in the morning, and simple people greeting you with genuine smiles. But my friend Poirot had a completely different opinion. We were spending a week's holiday in a small village called Oxshott in Devon, at my insistence, because he was extremely exhausted after a long and draining case that had worn him out. Even his little grey cells, as he liked to call them, needed real rest. He was sitting on a wicker chair on the inn's balcony, wearing his elegant suit that didn't suit the August heat at all, carefully arranging teacups in a perfectly straight line. If you moved a cup even slightly, you'd see pain in his eyes as if he had been stabbed. I said, while breathing in the fresh air, "Don't you feel relaxed, Poirot? Look around. No crimes, no blood, no villains, just beautiful nature." He sighed dramatically, adjusted his mustache with precision, and said, "My friend Hastings, you are naive. You only see the surface. Nature is beautiful, yes, but human nature is the same everywhere, whether in crowded London or in this quiet village. Beneath this calm lie jealousy, greed, fear, and cruelty, especially cruelty." Before I could respond, we heard fast footsteps approaching. Inspector Bradley appeared, red-faced and visibly tense. Catching his breath, he said, "Monsieur Poirot, something serious has happened. A boy is missing." And that's where the story begins. A boy named George Toney disappeared after a boat trip with a group of village youths. They said he argued with them, got off alone into the forest, and never returned. But from the very first moment, Poirot said plainly, "They are lying." The investigation began, a group of youths, each hiding something. Tension, fear, and looks that spoke louder than words. A bruised boy, an angry older brother, a frightened girl, and one unusually calm young man. And Poirot saw everything. Soon the body was found, buried in a shallow grave near the Black Stream. Cause of death? Drowning. But there were signs of a struggle. Then Poirot noticed something very strange. In the victim's hand was a lock of blonde hair and threads of green fabric. But they were dry, while the entire body was soaked. Poirot said calmly, "Water gets into everything, unless the evidence was placed after death." Later, they found a camera hidden in a tree, and what it contained revealed everything. The truth was shocking. The trip had originally been a plan to take revenge on George the bully. But things got out of control. A fight, a push, and he fell into the water. No one saved him. But that wasn't the end, because among them was someone who wasn't shocked, wasn't afraid. He was planning. The audio recorded after the camera fell revealed the truth. Someone giving calm, chilling orders, controlling everyone, covering up the crime. In the end, Poirot said, "Not all of them are innocent, but only one of them was prepared for this." The real culprit was the smartest and the most dangerous. He planned everything, manipulated the others, and tried to frame someone else. In the end, he was arrested, but Poirot said something important. Guilt is never buried, even if it's placed in a shallow grave beneath the earth. We returned to the inn as the sun was setting, the quiet countryside now more frightening than any city. I said, "A complicated case indeed, Poirot." He smiled and replied, "There is no such thing as a simple accident when humans are involved."